life, sex, goals, and oh, hell knows, this is Midlife Craving. I got a story to tell.
Don't you always have a story to tell?
Oh, that's right. You're here. Zach is back. Zach, welcome back to the show. You haven't been on this season, and I'm sorry for that. I've missed you, Bill.
I missed you too, and I felt a little jilted.
As you should. I'm so glad that you're back, and man, I actually texted Katie the other day, and I said, I'm tired of life being this way. It's always
this way. I mean, yeah, you've run on like 1,000% of the time.
It's like I'm tired. I just want to be bored. I just want to be fucking bored for a little while. Just a little while. Is that too much to ask?
For you, yes.
Okay, so let me tell okay. What's funny is I don't even know where to begin because I've been living out of a hotel this week. I'm just now back home. And
back like when you were in college and, making extra money.
Yeah, I wish. And we are in my new studio. We are out of the closet.
Finally, after 2 years, she finally got the gay guy out the closet.
I know. And I'm out too, loud and proud. And it's, it's a work in progress. Everything's not complete yet.
It is. We are currently sitting on a landing strip of carpet instead of a room of carpeting.
Yes. But I got a whole wall of sound panels, acoustic panels. They're beautiful. I am speaking on my brand new, beautiful, like major splurge, the Shure mic. I'm absolutely loving it. You have a Shure mic now. Do. We're legit. This is a legit
I want you guys
operation.
to know, like when she talks about this mic, it sounds like when she talks about Rosie or Captain Morgan.
I know. I just listen.
Like
I've worked so hard.
It's that level of excitement to her.
Yes. So new studio, who dis? Crazy life. End of the season 3. It's just, and I don't even know where to begin. I tried to write notes, and I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking go with it. So my house flooded. My basement flooded. Literally,
and not in a good way.
Right. Literally. So a house flooded. Then I almost died of a tonsillectomy last month. So no big deal. Finally had the renovations getting done. And my house is looking beautiful. It's coming together.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel.
There is. However,
it's a train.
Yeah.
But there's a light.
Yeah. And for a while there, you couldn't see the end of the track.
Yeah,
so,
no.
Or there was like a deep dive off, So this week, this long story short, they're basically like, you can't come home. So I haven't been home. House is a wreck. Trying to set up a new studio. And what's crazy is like I didn't know I couldn't go home. So it was like, hey, like you can't come home until after 9. Okay, so there's a lot of things that happen when you have, your floor, your entire main hardwood floor level sanded, restained, finished, whatever. Okay, so Monday I come home and I'm like, wow, because I really wasn't expecting it to be this much. Like, and I didn't think they were going to do the whole main level. I thought it was just the kitchen, right? Like that's where the leak was. So, but they said, once you start, it's like, when you paint a wall, you got to keep on going.
Yeah, that's true.
So they sanded my entire main level. I come home and I'm like, oh my God, this is dusty fucking roads. Yeah, it's like fucking dusty as shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm there. I've been so out of my mind this week. I don't really remember how, I think I posted some photos of it on my Instagram, and I need a name for him. He's young. What would you say we should call him?
Oh, Youngblood.
Youngblood. Okay, yes. I'll call him Youngblood. If he listens.
Adrian's new hobby is anything
under the age of 30.
Yeah, under the age of 30.
I mean, that's been my thing for a while. Baywatch was 26.
A little hey, Mrs. Robinson.
Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. No judgment zone. This is a no judgment. This new studio is still no judgment zone. Okay. Anyway, so I've fucked him a couple times now. He's a lot of fun. I don't talk to him all the time. And he saw my photo. He goes, oh my God, what the hell happened to your house? Like, whatever. And then my phone was blowing up. I was texting people, doing stuff, work, like getting stuff together for the show. Lots of stuff going on. And he's like, hey, can I come over? And I'm like, there's plastic everywhere.
Looks like a whole kill room.
Yes. Like you can't even use the kitchen. I literally like scurried across my floor up to my bedroom. I mean, it's dusty as shit. And I'm like, you know what? That does sound good. Fuck yeah. Come on over. Yep. So he comes in. I'm like, door's open. He comes in. He comes upstairs. And we got at it. And let me just tell you something. He does have a big, beautiful cock. Also, sucking his dick was great because, that's still breaking in the new throat, doing that kind of thing. I didn't throat his cock. I'm saving that for my dom. But, it was fun. We're fucking. And he hadn't gone down on me before. And he went down on me, and I was like, And
hold on, you fucked this guy multiple times.
I know. We just never,
isn't that like your number one?
He has such a big, huge, hard cock that I always want to fuck. You know what I mean? And we haven't really done a ton of foreplay together.
Oh, so it's just like
wham,
one
bam,
thing
thank
and
you,
get
ma'am.
out.
Yeah. And like, not that I'm disappointed. It's just, it hasn't happened yet. So now that I fucking know what he's bringing to the table, he gonna be eating every time. But anyway, he's eating my pussy like nobody's business. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. Like, wow. Like really good. The finger, like the come here movement. He basically like lifted my ass up in the air. This man was going to work. He was licking the plate. Okay. He was not missing a bite, not a drop, nothing. So he's like, I shouldn't say bite. That sounds terrible, but he wasn't missing a drop. Okay. So and I was raging that day. I actually called Cozy that morning and I was like, I'm fucking, because like when my life is spiraling, I feel like sex and orgasms, that's my release,
Literally.
So I'm like, I had an incredible orgasm and I was like, oh my God, like God bless. It felt amazing. And it was amazing. So then he starts immediately fucking me, which is my favorite thing. I love getting fucked hard after I come. So he's fucking me. And I looked at him and I was like, I almost said his name. I was like, Youngblood. I was like, damn. I was like, that was so good. That was so hot. Like the way you eat my pussy, like, fuck yeah. And he's like, you want me to do it again? Say less, motherfucker. Right? Yeah. So then he goes back down again and he's like eating my pussy, whatever. And he yanks my ass to the edge of the bed. Mind you, this man's moving my legs, spreading my cheeks. He's getting all up in there.
So this is like a whole fucking like physical exam.
Yes. Like, but it's good. And he's really good at it. Like, honestly, like, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remember that oral sex. Like, it was really good. So he's eating me out and I'm like, oh my God, this motherfucker's gonna make me come again. Like, I'm going to come again. Like, and it's rare, but it happens sometimes where I can have back-to-back orgasms. Mm-hmm. So, I'm a squirter. And I could feel, I was like, all right, I'm just letting this loose. Like I'm going all in. Like this is a double orgasm for me. Like, fuck yeah. And I'm coming and I'm squirting and I farted.
You just let him have everything.
First time this has ever happened to me. 41 years. I've never yes, I've queefed during sex. I might have farted and like here and there, but not when someone's going down on me.
So you're not the only one who will forever remember this specific eating out session.
Yeah. So, and it wasn't a like wet mess, like gross fart. It was just like a straight up like cute little fart. Right. I'm like, okay. I didn't say anything at first. Like, I was like, I'm not going to say anything. So he gets back on top of me, fucks the shit out of me. And I remember I almost said his name again. I was like, yeah, fuck that pussy. What do you call him? Youngblood. I was like, fuck that pussy, Youngblood. He was like, God damn it. So he like came and he was like, I want to come. He was like, I want to come. And I was like, you can come wherever you want. He's like, I want to come here, titties. And he like 6 roper. Like, I'm like, yes. Like, I fucking love cum. So for me, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. It's like, oh, it was so fucking hot. And I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. And he finishes. And then I had, me. Like, I have to fucking say something. And I'm like, sorry about that. Sorry about the fart. I was like, and he was like, yeah. He's like, I was getting up out of there. I was like,
abort, danger.
Like, good thing I was done. But one of my friends said to me, he was like, Adrian, it doesn't count if he wasn't eating your ass. He's like, it's not that big of a deal. And you know what? It's not. So if that's ever happened to you, or if it does happen to you, it's not that big of a deal. And it was funny, haha. Not funny, weird. And I was like, you know what? Like, shit happens.
I don't know that that's what I would say.
Happen. Have you ever farted during sex?
I plead the fifth on all of these accounts.
Oh, come on. You have.
Yes, anal sex. Okay, you're literally pumping air into it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, but like, not in that act, because that's expected.
I would like, hey, let's switch positions.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
I mean, if anybody ever farted in my face while I was eating them out, they'd probably get tapped in the balls and I'd just leave.
I was just so glad it didn't smell. Like, and I was waiting for it too. I'm like, please don't smell. But usually like silent but deadly. I mean, loud but
let's
clean.
Be honest, like all the sense going on during a sex session with Adrian, could you have even told like,
my pussy tastes good.
I didn't say I have,
and it smells good too.
Just
I take good care down there.
Body odor. And,
no, you're right. And my house was like, it was like fucking dusty. But here's what's funny.
With sanded wood all over the place.
I know.
Like,
listen, this is what's funny at the end of the story is we're walking down the stairs or whatever, and There's literally like plastic hanging everywhere, just covered in wood dust.
Mm-hmm.
He was leaving out, and his back was covered in dust. I didn't say nothing.
Youngblood, if you're
like,
listening.
See you, Youngblood. See you around. See you later.
Right.
See you next time.
Well,
but
at least
so
it was the
funny.
wood dust and not like dusty pussy or something.
I mean, I already farted on the motherfucker. I was like, God damn it. I was just like, okay, all right. And then things got worse. Not in the bedroom, but my week. So my house, the next day, my project manager was like, you can't come home. Like, we're like shellacking the floors or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so I have to get a hotel. I had nothing. I wore the same shirt to work 2 days in a row.
Not the first time, though.
And what's funny is I had to keep coming home because I was buying things for the studio. So things were coming. So I was like, I got to go home. I got to check my mail, get my packages, put them in the garage. And the smell, like the staining and the shellac, whatever.
Oh, that is a odor.
Yeah. So I would come home and I would open my front door and the garage door and just like let it air out for a little while. Right. So I come home and my daughter's like swinging in the front tree and I'm exhausted and I'm just dead this week. And I'm like laying on the front porch or whatever. And I'm like, man, I gotta pee. I'm like, I gotta pee so bad. And I just want to tell you, my new low so far this year. No, I don't know. I got that. Let's say this week is
I was there's a lot of lows for
I was like,
Adrian.
I gotta pee. And I was like, shit, like I can't walk in my house. And so I said, you know what? It's my fucking yard. And so I went around back and I peed in my yard. And I just sat there and I just looked and I thought, this is a new low this week. And it's only up from here. So I peed in my yard.
Again, not the first time.
You know what's funny is I thought this isn't the first time I've peed back. Remember the Halloween party?
I remember that. Yes,
2017.
the first time I met Katina.
Yeah. And I think 3 people threw up. Like all bathrooms had throw up. And
Oh yeah, no, your house
bed.
was destroyed.
Oh my God, it was frat house. It was so bad. And so there was no bathrooms to use. So we were all peeing outside of my yard. Oh my God. So yeah, it wasn't the first time. But this week it was a low.
But it was your first time sober.
Truth. True that. Yeah.
Like drunk
broad
mistakes
daylight
don't count.
Yeah, broad daylight. So and I was like, you know, if my neighbors see me, like fuck them. You know? It's my yard. It's my house.
You have a privacy fence for a reason.
Yeah.
You have a lot of trees.
I was like, shit, if somebody sees me, like, you're welcome.
Right?
Like, for real, I'm not even worried about that. So that's what I've been going through. House stuff. Oh, and I had another date with Hot Dog. I saw Hot Dog last week, too. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Jeez, I didn't forget about him. I had a great time with him.
I gave Youngblood his name.
Okay, Hot Dog.
Hot Dog is the chosen name for this dude.
Okay, so Hot Dog, and he is a wild beast. Like, what I love about him is he entertains me, and he's a lot of fun. And my favorite thing about him, he leaves me alone. Like, and not, I don't mean that in a bad way. And I told him that. I said, what I love about you is that you don't need anything from me. You don't want anything from me. It's just fun. And like, he'll send me pictures or send me texts or funny stuff, and I'll send him funny stuff. Like, that's how he got the nickname Hot Dog, is we were sending gifts back and forth of like the hot dogs flying in the face. And like, he was sending me a hot dog dancing, and he just became Hot Dog. But
how does he feel about that name?
He don't care.
Well, good for him then.
He don't give a shit about fuck.
Is he 100% all American beef?
What do you mean?
Well, you have like the pork.
Oh, right. I guess. I don't know. He's a lot. And
I mean,
he's
at least
a lot
call
of
him
fucking
Oscar,
fun.
as in Maya.
He's so much fucking fun. I absolutely adore him. And we had a great date last week. I took him to the arcade, which was so fun with him. Yes. And we fucked when he got here, which I love doing that. Fuck it out, then go have dinner.
Well, fucking on a not full stomach is great.
I call it, that's fuck shape.
Yeah.
Come on now. I like fucking and then like, oh, hi. Hey, great to see you again. Like, we already banged it out. Like, that's great. And then
got the important things out of the way.
Yeah, and then come back and fuck twice more. It was great.
Just a normal night.
Yeah, I had a great time with him. We did. I was gonna try the Tracy's dog, the male toy, but you know what's difficult is I don't have a primary partner right now, and so it's hard for me to try male toys because they want my pussy, right? And I want their cock. I'm not wasting a cum shot in a toy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I want to fuck. I'm too greedy for that. So eventually I'll get a primary partner where I can explore and be like, oh yeah, I fucked you 15 times this week. So now we can use a toy.
Yeah, right. Since I'm so I'm just bored fucking you now.
Right. Yeah. We fucked so many times. And so like, hey,
I mean, if you need a tester, holla at me.
You want me to jerk you off after this?
I mean, my husband probably wouldn't appreciate that, but I'll be your test subject.
I mean, I'll show it to you. And so anyway, so we were going to try that, but we just ended up having ridiculous amounts of sex with each other. And he fucks. And I love that about him. He's great. And he's funny. I like him because we have a lot of fun conversation in bed. Like he was fucking me really hard and like lifting my legs up. And he looked at me. He's like, I know you're falling in love. He goes, I know.
And you didn't just instantly dry up at that word?
He took my hair. He goes, I know, right? He goes, don't say nothing, girl. I got you, baby girl. Don't say nothing. Like, he's just funny like that. So saw a hot dog, saw young blood, farted in his face. That was a little added bonus. New thing for me. And hey, if it happens to you, it's okay. It's normal.
Yeah, just
that's what I've been up to.
Don't ever follow it up with shit happens.
Oh man. So that's what I've been up to. Lots of stuff. And then peeing in my yard, like new low. I will tell you what has been keeping me sane this week is my self-pleasure time. You know, like I wake up every morning.
I look forward to that. Yes.
I got to be caffeinated and masturbated. Okay. Like has to happen. So my favorite toy is always Captain Morgan, but I've been using PCAT out like crazy. I actually used her before you got here. I got to let it out. You know,
I mean, I'm right there with you. Like my new thing is in the shower for Christmas. I got a flashlight and
nice.
It relaxes you. It gets you ready, and there's no mess to clean up after because the water's
the
already
shower.
running.
Yeah. A lot of my friends who aren't cum sluts like me, they love shower sex because it just all goes down the drain.
Mm-hmm.
Bye bye. Yeah, and then you're me, I'm like, I love cum on my neck when I go out. I love that stuff. Anyway, but so PCAT, I have been loving her sixth setting and just really enjoying that toy. And I want to share how you can get her on tracysdog.com and use my code CRAVERS20 for 20% off your entire order. Get yourself a PCAT. Like she makes everything better. She's like basically Rosie, and they have Rosie too. And I love her, and her sixth setting is just as good as well. I like PCAT though, because you can hold her. It's like really easy to hold. And yeah, I'm just absolutely loving her this week. So 20% off using code CRAVERS20 at tracysdog.com. Okay. So Zach, I thought we could have some fun and bring back the episode that was by far the hardest I've ever laughed on this show.
Oh my God. Yes. The
Urban Dictionary Discoveries. So you got a list and I got a list, and let's talk about it.
Let's do.
Okay. I can't wait to hear. And like, I want spoilers, but I save it for the show. So I can't wait to hear the list.
Yes, we have not read or heard anything.
No.
So my first one is called ABC Sex, and you will have never heard of this or done it because of who you are as a person.
Okay.
But this describes conventional sex for once, but of a kind that only occurs on anniversaries, birthdays, or Christmas.
Ew, that's depressing.
But that's how
that's
many
a term
people,
for it. ABC sex.
You know how many people suffer from that?
Yeah,
and they all cheat. So if your husband or wife suffers from ABC sex, knowing they're getting DENF'd somewhere else.
Man, ooh, yeah. I didn't know there's a term for that.
There's a term for everything.
Wow.
Thank you, Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. Well, what a depressing start there. Okay, this is funny. I have to. Okay. Oh boy, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but that's okay. Okay, so a Mississippi bird bath.
It's already disgusting.
Okay. Filling a Southern girl's mouth with Kool-Aid, making her get on her knees with her mouth open while you dip your balls in it. Listen to this. My balls were super hot last night, so my girl let me give them a Mississippi bird bath.
Why Kool-Aid though? I feel like it's gonna stain.
Okay, I have a confession. I have a story to tell. And you know what? I'm gonna go to hell for this, but that's okay. And I'll see you there.
Oh, VIP pass. Yes.
Okay. So, I was a server for many years and a bartender.
Oh, I know this story.
Oh my God. And it just reminds me of this.
PSA, do not fuck with the people who fuck with your food.
Right. Don't fuck with your servers and tip your fucking servers and bartenders. Okay. So, I was in college and I'm not going to say his name. And I had a table, a six top.
Balls.
Yeah. My prop balls. I had a table. It was a six top, and I'll never forget. They all wanted like ultimate Long Islands and ultimate strawberry daiquiris or whatever. And so I was asking them, what would you like? What would you like? What would you like? And by the time I got to like the fourth girl, the first girl goes, "Where's my drink at?" And I was like, bitch. You see that little fucking machine over there? I got to walk my ass over there. I got to type it in. And then I have to walk back to the service bar. And the service bartender has to whip it up. Then I have to carry it on a tray back to you. That's where your drink is. I was so fucking mad. And like they were just running me, acting like assholes. So of course they all wanted
This is
water.
like a fucking Fridays or something,
yeah,
right?
TGI Fridays.
It's like, girl, you have Fridays. Calm down.
Come on, man.
Like you don't
Fuck
come
your flair.
you don't come here because you want for a good time. You come here for a cheap time. Like
I mean, really, we got like the take two for 25, whatever. Back then they didn't even have
there
that.
goes your sponsorship for Fridays. Sorry, but
They didn't even have that back then.
hashtag facts.
So anyway, so I'll never forget. I was just so mad. And it was like 1:00 in the morning. I'm like, I'm fucking done right now. And my friend, every cup of water, I had him dunk his balls in them. And so it made me feel better. So a little version of the Mississippi bird bath happened at my job.
It was probably very refreshing for him.
Yeah, his balls were super hot last night. So Adri let me give them a Mississippi bird bath.
That's
Sub water instead of Kool-Aid. But anyway. All right, your turn. I wish you stopped looking at me like that, Napoleon.
Tina, come get your stupid dinner. Whatever it is.
Tina, take the food.
Wow, we're going way back.
Yeah.
Okay,
I love how we know everybody's things. What'd you say earlier? What'd you say? I don't have time for this.
Oh, I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
I'm anatabe.
Like my husband doesn't understand that reference, so he thinks I'm being mean. It's like I am, but there's a reason because it's a
funny.
great quote.
Yeah, I know. And if you don't speak TikTokanese, like, do you even go here?
Right?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so my next one is just a good one because we all know this person. It's a Pornocchio. Someone who exaggerates their sexual exploits. So every guy pretty much who's ever dated.
Oh, that's a great term.
Yeah, Pornocchio.
Pornocchio.
That's great.
Yes. I'm going to use that in a sentence tonight. Okay. Embedded in my brain.
Right?
Got it.
We are
I love
learning
that term.
things today.
Yes.
Yes.
You're taking me to
Educational.
school. Fuck yeah. Okay, I'm going to take things down a little notch with this next one. Oh my God, Zach, are you ready? Okay, a flying circus. It's a little long, so prepare yourself. A sex act in which a woman is reverse cowgirl on top of a man, and then they attempt to jump or throw her to another man standing by the wall. Unbeknownst to the woman, the man plans to sidestep and let her hit the wall and fall down, hopefully leaving her writhing in agony. Then both men ejaculate on her. Oh my God.
That's worse than the angry pirate.
A flying circus.
God. Oh my God.
My lifestyle friends do not listen to this.
Oh my
Fucking God.
What the fuck is wrong with First
Listen
off,
to
the
this.
amount of coordination
This
for
is
two
the sentence.
straight men
Right.
to figure that out.
Right.
Like,
Listen to this. James found out his girlfriend was cheating on him, so he gave the bitch a flying circus. What? That ain't right. That ain't right.
no.
Okay, your turn.
So this is one of my personal favorite things. It's called a sexorcism. When you choose, following a breakup, to drive out the memory of a former partner by quickly having sex with someone else. This is known as a sexorcism.
I've had millions of those.
Oh, that's like when I met Corey, my whole purpose of I had a really bad breakup. I was like, fuck him. I'm going to go out and have fun. So I had many, many sexorcisms for like a month.
Oh, I love that for you.
Yeah, fuck him.
I love a sexorcism. I'm learning. You're really taking
Literally
me to school.
the best way to get over one guy is to get under another.
Okay, I can't disagree, but that's why I did my 60-day no-D diet, because I really need to heal myself a little bit. So it works most of the time, but if you're really fucked up like me,
it depends on the breakup. Like if it's like you've been dating for like a month and you realize like Chad's a jerk, then you go out.
Why does it gotta be Chad?
It's always a Chad. Sorry, Chads, but that or Todd. Like you can't be one of those two names and not be a dick.
I don't want to say the names that I'm going to say because they'll be like, "Oh, she's talking about me again." But I have
somebody who peed on the flap.
Names that start with the letter J.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, these are good terms. I still love Pornocchio.
That's great.
So good.
Pornocchio.
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, Pornocchio, you gonna know.
Like, there's so many people that is like just that is their name.
Yeah. Okay, here's one. Bobsledding. And by the way, this is one of my favorite things to do too.
So it's probably disgusting.
No. The act of laying the erect penis along the butt crack, essentially titty banging the butt cheeks. This takes place until ejaculation, resulting in a winter wonderland.
Blah.
Ew, I love that.
No.
Listen to this. This is the sentence, and this is fucking true. If you'd like to titty fuck her, but her boobs are too small, try bobsledding.
But what if she has a small ass too?
Oh, fuck. Then, I mean, why are you fucking her then?
Well, see, with your newfound farting thing, you could be farting bubbles.
What's funny is I told my boss, and he goes, you could sell those.
He would. He's such a perv. I love it. I love it. He's such an old perv.
I know.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Okay. All
okay,
right.
so this is another term, paying tribute. Sometimes, when someone is unable to have sex with a person they choose first, commonly because that person doesn't want to, they may instead make a photograph of that person their second choice. This is known as paying tribute.
Make a photo? What do you mean?
They jack off to a photo.
Oh, okay. Okay. In tribute. Okay.
So if you ever find a guy with a bunch of photos of girls in their apartment,
he's
maybe run.
Yeah.
Because Molly, you in danger, girl.
Oh, good movie.
The next one that Adrian's about to, I don't even know what it is, but just the look on her face of like sheer like.
I'm so offended.
Like the look on her face, I'm like, you have to read it.
Okay.
I've never seen her make that face.
It's a little long, but okay. The reason why I liked it is because it's called The Unicorn. Okay.
We know you all about that.
I'm all about the unicorns. Okay. So following in the tradition of the dirty Sanchez, this is a sexual act. This can only be done to a girl with hair at least 8 inches long. While she is sleeping, you ejaculate in her hair, aiming for the front specifically. Then take a small clump of her hair at the very front and center, pull it straight up until it's taut, rubbing the cum up and down and holding the hair until it dries. She will wake up with her hair resembling that distinguishing feature of a unicorn. Are you fucking kidding me?
Isn't that what happened in Something About Mary?
Yes, it is like, yeah. But like, oh my God. This is the sentence. My girlfriend was being incredibly rude and I was sick of it. So after she fell asleep, I rubbed one out and gave her the unicorn and left her for good. Why do I always have like a southern...
that basically almost sounds like date rape.
Right?
Like, that. There's a lot wrong
Wayne
with
Brady
that.
gonna have to choke a bitch? That's what I would say when I woke up looking like that. Oh my God. I'm appalled. Right? I tarnish a unicorn name. Oh, okay, go ahead. All right, your turn.
Okay. The next one is the minivan. Similar to the very popular shocker maneuver.
I love a shocker.
You're going to love this then. The minivan is a little more intense and involves inserting 2 fingers into the vagina and a fist up the ass.
Oh my God.
This act is coined the minivan as popular vehicle primarily used for family. Sits 2 in the front and 5 in the back. And I love that the last one of that sentence is clever. Oh my God. Oh,
right.
Please, when you set up your sex wall toy, can you please have like a fisting dildo?
Yes, you know what? I will order one specifically just for you.
Just
and then when we're done recording, I'll just bend you over.
But I'm a top, so it wouldn't work. But just it's everybody should have one as decoration in the house.
You know, I agree. Wow. Okay. All right. I got one. And you know, I like when things come full circle in the show. I love this. And so the hot Richard, when a man and woman are spooning and the woman farts on a man's dick, making it feel all warm and cozy. I love reading the sentences that come with it. While spooning on the couch and waiting for ham to cook in my portable microwave, my wife gave me a hot Richard.
Why gotta be a portable microwave? That's oddly specific.
They're in a trailer, you know, it's just, hot Richard. I like that. I know a hot one too.
So smash debating.
Okay.
When one dons Hawk Hands, a popular child's toy issued to promote the Avengers film, and masturbates with them.
Oh my God.
Like, I've seen those.
Yeah, me too.
Like, there's no way
No.
I would have seen it done now.
It kind of reminds me, I don't know why I just thought about, like, I once dated this guy with a foot fetish, and he, like, wanted me to jerk him off with my feet all the time. And I remember, like, my toes just, like, and I was like, this isn't working. He's like, just keep doing what you're doing.
Like,
I'm like,
there's
okay.
nothing sexy for the person giving that.
And
like,
I tell you what, you want a lower ab workout?
Right?
Jesus Christ.
Like, I kind of feel like you just put your feet out and then he does the work. But if he wants you to do all the rubber, that's a lot. It
was a lot. It was. I was like, man, abs of steel after
Right?
that. Yeah. Okay, you know me. I'm a cum slut.
Yes.
I love it anywhere and everywhere.
I think
told you.
everybody knows that about you.
One of my favorite things, too, is, like I said, when we're going out and I have, like, cum dried up on my neck, or I love that shit.
You do like the Mexican nacho or whatever that's called?
California potato chip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Gross.
Okay, which is gross. I'm gross. I know that. But
Yes.
this is too much for me. So I'm just going to say it. The Boston George. The act of coming up a girl's nose, followed by the girl snorting the cum. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I love cum. It was funny. A vision just popped in my head.
Anything up your nose would but that's sticky. Oh my God.
It was funny because Youngblood, and this is one thing with the young guys, like they're not as, I don't know, like I'm filthy, and like my older men, they're like, fuck yeah, girl, get yours. They don't give a shit. They don't. And so I told you it was like a 6-roper, lots of cum everywhere. And there was like cum all over the bed. And he was like, oh God, ew, sorry about that. And I go, ew. I will lick that up. Okay. Like I will roll around in it. I'll lick it up.
Protein for the day.
Yeah. Like I will lick the sheets if you ask me to. And he was just like, okay. And I'm like, that's not weird. Don't yuck my yum. Like we're good. But it was funny. Okay. So go ahead.
So this one is the Tony Danza. And, my gals from the 80s and 90s would know who he is. When you're giving it to a chick from behind and inquire, who's the boss? She'll presumably turn around in confusion. When this happens, participants are told to donkey punch.
Oh my God. You are so aggressive.
To donkey punch her in the face and then answer, Tony Danza. Don't try this at home. Actually, don't try this ever.
I thought you were going to say Tony Danza, bitch. Oh my God.
Like,
why are they so violent?
Because
is that a thing?
Yes, men are pigs.
With Dr. B, I actually dabbled into the slapping world, and I was into it, like a light slap and then like a grab at the chin and like, listen to me, good girl. Like I'm into that, but sucker punching or fucking cracking somebody in the fucking head.
Somebody, no. Yeah, they
gonna be fighting.
Yeah, they have like jailhouse.
Lorena Bobbitt. No, we're gonna be fighting.
She is an actual icon of mine, and I feel like more women need to cut off men's penises for the shit they pull. But that's just my personal opinion. But don't make the mistake she did and throw it out of a window. Right. Make sure it can never be sewn back on because it's in so many small pieces.
Oh my God.
Most house comes equipped with the garbage disposal now.
God, cock makes you do crazy things.
Yes.
Okay. We got another round. One last round.
More. Okay. So this one's kind of gross, but it's the
Shocker.
Yeah, right. The Cosby sweater. Believe it or not, this act involves no drugs or issues of consent. That's good.
What a preface.
Yeah, right. Remember, everything on these lists should be done with consent of both parties. Or all parties. Why only got to be two? Don't limit ourselves here.
You're right. Oh, yeah. 7's my favorite number. 7. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Instead, it involves eating colorful cereals like Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles and vomiting the tacky and dazzling mixture onto your partner's chest. The end result should resemble the
Bill Cosby sweater.
Yeah,
that's sick.
The kitschy sweater Bill Cosby.
You're a sick fuck.
I didn't fucking do this. I don't even like food during sex, like let alone vomiting it.
Ew. There's a lot to be said for food in the bedroom. Like I'm not a fan of whipped cream.
I don't want. It's so much of a
Pop
mess.
Rocks is a hell no. Yeah, you can be real careful with like sticky or
Yeah, anything with sugar based, like it's gonna ruin your sheets. It's gonna get in your hair. Like if you get in your lady bits, like.
Same page. Yeah. Not a big fan. I wonder if there's any food out there. Maybe I'll when I get a primary partner, maybe I'll make a list and like try a bunch of different things. I mean, I've had food like like pillow talk before and after, between or whatever.
Yeah, but it's not during.
Not during.
Like, I eat my bed all the time.
Oh, I do have a time. I did with Pawn Star. I ate birthday cake off his cock. It was his birthday.
But see, I feel like
I licked it right off.
Yeah, I feel like doing that on a man is a lot better than doing it on a woman because
No, yeah.
Everything's external on a man.
Yeah.
But
by the way, his kink was putting random objects up my pussy, so that happened a lot. Hair bottles, backs of hairbrushes, stuff like that.
And the fact that you still have a vagina is quite impressive.
He is the best. Okay, my next one. This is my last one. Facebook. To Facebook someone, the process of slamming your ass cheek shut on someone's face. You could do this during the sexual act or when someone is asleep, as if you're slamming a book. Like, what the fuck? And the sentence is my favorite. I Facebooked your mom last night. I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, so it's been super fun. And I want to wrap up the season with the most popular questions that I got. Are you ready?
I am.
We're going to talk about things like what I'm currently craving.
Everything.
Where's Baywatch been? What about Uncle Mel? We're going to talk all about that and more. So we're going to come back for episode 54, season finale on Tuesday, April 18th. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yes. All the tea will be spilled, hunty.
Oh, Lord. Piping hot. Piping hot.
As it has to be.
Always.